Welcoming a new baby is an emotionally filled experience, a bundle of joy and excitement. Not always, though. Excitement can quickly turn into frustration. Here are 5 incredibly frustrating things about babies. At the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of how to manage these things and be a little less frustrated. You are doing it wrong. Except that you're not. As a new parent learning to take care of your baby, the experience comes with its fair share of frustration. Even more frustrating is when everyone wants to have you feel like you just don't know what you are doing. Everyone has an opinion based on their experience or solely on what they think. Keep in mind though, they're just trying to help. Sometimes the advice works and sometimes it doesn't. What's important is that you take the time to learn and find fulfillment in parenting. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and when advice is being offered, just listen with an open mind and try not to get annoyed. The reason you may feel like this is because of your own self-doubt. Again, it's okay because you don't know, but you are learning. Let's learn together. Nap time. How to get them to stay asleep. Taking care of a baby is a full-time job, so sleep time means break time for most parents. The fact is, they won't sleep for 8 hours at a time like us adults. It would be awesome if they did. What is interesting though is that in a baby's first year, they sleep more than an adult within the same time period, as much as 5,400 hours. But how so, you may wonder? Babies tend to take shorter naps in the daytime, 10 to 20 minutes, and longer at nighttime, up to 2 hours. Because their naps are in shorter cycles, it seems like they are always awake more than they sleep. Another interesting fact is how much sleep parents will lose. Parents losing sleep because of their baby is no surprise. But how much sleep is lost within that first year may surprise you. We'll come back to that in a bit. If a baby has trouble sleeping as much as they really should, pay attention to common issues that babies tend to have during this period of their development and sort to remedy them as best as possible. Things you may be unaware of that may affect their sleep cycle or even just their general well-being. Things such as separation anxiety, gripe or colic issues, teething, overstimulation or overly tired, and hunger, just to name a few. Hunger can keep a baby from sleeping, and a hungry baby is an extra fussy baby. Which brings us to our next point. Why does it seem like they constantly need to be fed? Is it that they're always hungry? Not exactly. A baby's stomach is tiny at birth. Size matters, and so does volume. At just 1 day old, a baby's stomach is about the size of a marble, which holds 0.3 ounces. By day 3, it's now the size of a walnut, which can hold up to 1 ounce. And by day 10, their stomach is now the size of a golf ball, which can hold approximately 2 ounces. So now you see why the size of their stomach and how much volume it can comfortably hold is definitely worth considering. As we can now clearly see, is not much. The frustrating part is, until they can feed themselves, you have to do it. We still love them though. With hunger and other discomfort comes fussiness, which leads to them not falling asleep like they should, which then leads to crying. They cry a lot. It is perfectly normal for babies to cry 1 to 2 hours per day, non-continuously. If a baby is crying excessively or continuously for more than 2 hours, it may be a sign of a more serious issue that could be health-related. Some of the most common reasons babies cry are hunger, thirst, tiredness, teething, loneliness, pain, or general discomfort. Sometimes it may seem like there's absolutely no reason for them to cry or fuss, and this could very well be true. So what do? Well, you let them. It's okay to place them down safely in their crib and take a break. Don't feel guilty Let them cry it out. Crying it out is the practice of letting babies cry it out. There are also several methods to this as well. By doing this, the idea is that they learn to self-soothe and fall asleep independently. Every baby is different, and there is no magic solution. Some remedies work well for some and for others not so well. Just know that when they cry, it's a cry for help or attention. And it's a call that we as parents are always here to answer. Just remember to take a break. It helps you to manage your frustration. You will need it, especially after the amount of sleep you will lose. Losing sleep. A baby's cry is probably the most frustrating thing for most people. The only other thing that rivals that is losing sleep or lack of it while taking care of them. On average, parents will lose about 1,000 hours or just over a month of sleep in their baby's first year. Does that surprise you? This is something parents can learn to manage though. Try creating a sleep time routine for you and your baby. Having a plan makes a difference. Ask for help when needed and avoid added responsibilities if you can. Also, if possible, sleep when they sleep. This way you can carve out a little extra time for yourself and get some extra Z's at the same time. No sleep and a fussing baby feels like torture. This will make you feel like you want to cry too. By the time they're 1 year old, you will now be a seasoned parent and all this will be behind you. That's it for our video. Thank you for watching. Until next time.